Okay, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to make an exception today just because maybe it's a little fun. Hello, everyone. It's Michael here at Sweet Home Maricopa. I am about to read an email from let's say, someone who disagrees with my position on this channel. And I'm not going to do this again. This isn't going to, this person is going to be thrilled that they're getting this attention. But in the description below, I'm asking you a question about this email over at Sweet Home Maricopa Redux. At the very first link in the description is a question I'm asking about this email I am about to read. Mike, I am sure you are familiar with the fable about the little boy declaring that the emperor was parading around without any clothing. Well, I am writing this to you to declare that, like him, you are parading around, lacking in any semblance of truth or facts. I have watched your videos regarding the Arizona fraud and have contributed to the big lie. I'm going to correct some grammar. He's watched my videos, and according to context, he's saying he has contributed to the big lie. Let me read this again. Grammar. I have watched your videos regarding the Arizona fraud and have contributed to the big lie. He's watched and contributed by propagating misinformation that you get from sources such as the Pendant. Pendent is one of my sources. I don't know what Pendant is. Propagating misinformation that you get from sources such as the Pendant and tweets from various folks making claims without any basis whatsoever. The only tweets I ever quote are from senators from Arizona, pretty much. I don't have Twitter. Anyway, regarding the fraud, many claims were made questioning the validity of various ballots. I won't go into them here nor debunk them because you can't, but I can. In a later email. Don't bother. What I wish to convey to you is that the claims made in the draft report were previously made and debunked. Yeah, I was there. I heard them and I read the debunkings. And the ones that had valid responses were no longer included. The ones that did not have valid responses were still included. What I wish to convey to you is the claims made in the draft report were previously made and debunked, yet the cyber ninjas chose to repeat them. Regarding one oof, the presenters, probably means of the presenters. Regarding one oof, two O's, the presenters, Dr. Shiva Aduri, I became suspicious as I watched his presentation, so I looked him up. So this person's not in the know about what's going on. He had to look up this guy. Everybody should know who this guy is. I wasn't surprised to learn that, among other things, he falsely claimed, okay, show your sources that it's a false claim. I don't know if it's true or not myself. I haven't looked it up. He falsely claimed to have invented email while in high school. I thought Al Gore invented email. That's what I thought. Who did it? He claimed to have invented email while in high school, and that he is a major spreader of COVID misinformation. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm quite sure that this is news to you. You're sure of it because you have never demonstrated any skepticism and bothered to do any research beyond parroting baseless claims from right-wing sources. So why should I care? Well, I get that, like Dr. Aduri, Dr. Doug Frank, I've heard of Dr. Frank. I couldn't tell you what he looked like if I saw him. I wouldn't know his voice. I don't know what he says. Sorry, for those of you who like Dr. Frank, I don't know anything about Dr. Frank. Is his first name Doug? I don't know. I get that Dr. Aduri and Dr. Doug Frank and others, you have found it much easier and lucrative to grift Trump supporters than to do real work. Grift. Make money off of? If you watch my videos, I'm making money off of you too, if that's how it works. YouTube's paying me. You may think that what, period, uppercase Y, right? You may think that what you're doing is at best good and no harm at worst. parentheses, depending on how much you are willing to privately admit to yourself, close parentheses. He can read my mind and my heart. But I am here to say that, like the other fellow YouTube grifters, you are harming the very fabric and nature of this country's institutions. Doesn't say how, but he tips us off as to where he's going. You weren't present at the Capitol on January 6th, but you are no less a contributor. Ooh. To what? The Cyber Ninjas accomplished nothing, but they made a ton of cash. $150,000 from the state Arizona, and millions from various Trump supporters. They confirmed Sleepy Joe's win over Trump and offered nothing new. Now they will go on to Texas and milk supporters there, again without finding anything that we don't already know. Biden beat Sleepy Joe. Yeah, he said that. Biden beat Sleepy Joe, and there is no tangible evidence of widespread fraud enough to affect the outcome. This was never about widespread. It's about fraud. Any. How much is good enough, right? How much is enough? We can allow a little bit. I made a bet with you. Must be in the comment section, and I don't read all the comments. I read occasionally, but I don't remember anybody making a bet with me. $1,000 if your YouTube claim that laws were broken in Arizona during the election. So when Ken Bennett listed the laws that were broken or potentially broken, right? That bet's still open. You want to give me $1,000? I don't make bets, but I will make another bet, 1,000 if any current or future audits of the 2020 election result, vote counts, being changed that reverse the official results. I've never been in this trying to prove a change in results. I'm just reporting. All right. That's from Brian. I won't read his last name. It's a little embarrassing. His grammar and his logic is pretty flawed. Sorry, Brian. It's not a personal attack, but you sent it to me, and I'm a YouTuber, so I'm reading it. And I'm sure you say all this stuff in the comment section over and over and over again. So those of you watching, go to Sweet Home Maricopa Redux and answer the question that I just posted over there.